Everybody, it's Harold from Living in the Hill Country. I appreciate you tuning into this video. What's the project today, you ask? We need to repair and tuck point the walkway from the patio to the garage. Let's get to it. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right here in the Hill Country of Texas. So here's a little bit of an intro before we get the party started here. You'll notice in some of the videos probably that we have a red brick patio, or excuse me, a red brick walkway from our cement patio and out to the garage. Well, they tuck pointed it, used some paver sand, I think, and I've just never gotten around to repairing it. You'll notice that we have some cracks in there, and got some mortar was thrown in there, and it's really in bad shape here. And so what our project is to start today is to get this thing cleaned, get all the tuck point dug out that is deteriorated. Looks like we might have to do a little raising of some bricks, maybe repairing some, maybe replacing some, and kind of straightening this up a little bit, especially right here along these edges. So anyway, first things first, let's get the power washer out and get this thing cleaned up. I think the cord's long enough, I won't need the extension cord. Probably wouldn't hurt to do the patio as well, but my concentration is this walkway. not a very delicate job, I guess, or appealing job. The tuck point on this in some areas is shot. There's dirt, weeds growing up through here, pecan seeds. Anyway, I did finish the first of 3 different times I'm going to come through this. So after I get that done, then I'll give you an update on what the game plan is moving forward. Okay, well, sprayed her down 3 times. It looks a lot better than it did. You'll notice that there's a lot of tuck point missing, but basically the tuck point is the mortar joints between the bricks. I failed to explain that. And you'll see it, you know, on the side of buildings and in walkways like this, that kind of thing. So after they get the bricks laid in, and then they come through and they'll fill the gaps between the two with polymeric sand, which is a type of paver sand that will harden. And that's what I need to do. And there's some pretty good sized gaps here, but that polymeric sand will fill that up. And I want at least, you know, 1/4 of an inch, or maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and that's what most of it already had. So I didn't have to do much digging out. So, but there are areas of concern like this area right in here. You know, that's quite a gap. I might throw some paver sand in there just to fill that up to the point where I'll be ready to put that polymeric sand in. And this mortar that was put there, that's a quick fix, I guess, and it works, but it just doesn't look right. And hopefully the sand that I put down will go right over that and make that look better. Nice walkway. I don't know if they purposely left that much of the gap in between the surface. I mean, this much of a rise in the brick or not. If this just sank down, it looks like they just set it in with 1/4 of an inch of rise in the brick. And you know, that's all indeed good, but that traps water, dirt, weeds, that kind of thing, and over time it breaks it down. So when I do this, I want a smooth surface. So yeah, you can still see the brick, you can still see the gaps in between the bricks, but it's all on the same level. There might be a little bit of dip in it, but basically want it all the smooth surface on it. So anyway, got this washed down. It does look a lot better. It needs to dry, so I'm going to give it some time to dry, then we're going to take another look at it before we go on to the next steps. So this is all dry now, so it looks pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is run a broom across it, kind of just get some loose dirt or debris that might be still there, and then I guess I'm just going to start putting in this polymeric sand and brooming in and get this going. So let's do this. So I guess the idea is to pour the sand on there, take a broom and kind of guide it into the cracks and move your own way down, and then take a blower and blow off the excess off the top and then wet it down, and then use the blower again to help dry the top or blow the excess sand off the top to stop it from taking the sheen off of the pavers. But they don't have any sheen or any finish on them, so I'm not worried about that point. But I don't know if I hope I got enough of this stuff. So here we go. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough of this. Well, now I guess it worked out pretty good here. I'm gonna have to fill that corner in right there, I think, with some paver sand. And I didn't plan on, see how it, polymeric sand leaked out the edges. I didn't plan on that, so I'm gonna have to figure out something for that. It's not too bad. On this side, it's a little bit. See how it's kind of dropped in, but we made it all the way down. I did have to cheat a little bit here. I got some, I mean, there were some pretty heavy cracks here, so I got some paver sand and I stuffed it in the cracks, and then I went over it with the polymeric that has the color. Now I'm going to get the blower and blow this off real lightly, and then start putting on the water, spraying on the water like they say to do. So here we go. I think maybe I'll fix that area there first with paver sand, but I'll pause this. As I went, whoops. As you can see, what I did is I went and I put some paver sand along the edges. I wish I would have done that before, and that helped catch and stop the polymeric sand from continuing to travel outside of the boundary of the steps. Now, there are still some areas, but it caught most of it. Now, I did run out of the paver sand, and I had some regular sand that I used, and that seemed to help as well. So hopefully now what we'll do is we'll get this blown off and then get it sprayed down. Well, we're recording still, and we're about ready to run out of power. So anyway, we'll do what we can. Well, I think it turned out pretty good. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks better than it was. Took care of cracks and made it look a little brand spanking new. So thanks for coming along for the journey. Well, there we go. We got that project done today. Thank you very much for coming along on my journey. I appreciate your support. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe. give it a thumbs up, comments, hit the notification bell so my next project will just pop up when it's ready for you to watch. And as always, God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.